Did you know that trauma isn't just in your mind, it's stored in your body, shaping how you think, feel, and live every day? That's the groundbreaking idea behind by Dr. Bessel van der Kolk. In this video, we'll explore how trauma impacts your brain and body, why traditional therapy often isn't enough, and the tools you can use to truly heal and regain control of your life. Stay with me, because this might just change the way you think about yourself and your past. Let's dive into the science, the stories, and the solutions from this incredible book. Dr. Bessel van der Kolk is one of the world's leading experts on trauma. He explains how traumatic experiences, whether they're from childhood, relationships, or life-threatening events, don't just leave emotional scars, they leave physical imprints on the brain and body. This book breaks down complex neuroscience into relatable, practical insights, showing us why trauma makes it hard to trust, focus, or even feel safe in our own skin, and, more importantly, how to heal. Trauma isn't just about the bad things that happen to us, it's also about how those events shape our brains and bodies afterward. People who've experienced trauma often feel stuck. They might experience flashbacks, avoid certain situations, struggle to regulate emotions, or even face physical ailments like chronic pain or fatigue. Dr. van der Kolk explains that this happens because trauma rewires the brain. It activates the fight or flight response on a constant loop, making it difficult to feel calm, focus, or even connect with others. The problem is compounded by traditional therapies that often treat only the symptoms, not the root cause. But here's the good news. Healing is possible, and it starts by understanding how trauma works. Let's start with the brain. Dr. van der Kolk highlights three key areas impacted by trauma. The amygdala, the brain's alarm system, goes into overdrive, making us hypervigilant and reactive. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for rational thinking, gets shut down, leaving us unable to make sense of our emotions. The hippocampus, which processes memories, becomes less effective, making it hard to distinguish between past and present danger. This is why a loud noise or a certain smell can suddenly trigger overwhelming fear. It's your body reacting as if the past trauma is happening right now. Here's where it gets fascinating. Trauma isn't just in your brain, it's stored in your body. Ever notice how your shoulders tense up when you're stressed, or how a bad memory can make your stomach churn? That's your body keeping the score. Dr. van der Kolk explains that trauma creates physical patterns of tension, chronic pain, or even immune issues. Healing requires addressing the body as much as the mind. While talking about trauma can be helpful, it often doesn't go deep enough. That's because trauma affects parts of the brain that words can't always reach. Instead, the book emphasizes therapies that engage the body and non-verbal parts of the brain. This brings us to some of the innovative approaches covered in the book. Mindfulness practices like meditation and yoga help reconnect the mind and body. Yoga, in particular, teaches us how to feel safe in our own bodies again, which is a critical step in healing. EMDR is a groundbreaking therapy where clients recall traumatic memories while moving their eyes in specific patterns. This helps the brain process and reframe those memories. Art and music therapy provide non-verbal ways to process emotions. Sometimes expressing what words can't capture is a vital part of recovery. Lastly, safe, supportive relationships are essential. Trauma often isolates people, but healing happens in community. Whether it's a trusted friend, therapist, or support group, connection is key. The key takeaway is this: healing is possible. Trauma doesn't have to define your life. By addressing the root causes and engaging the body and brain together, you can reclaim a sense of safety, connection, and joy. And it's not just about surviving, it's about thriving. Let's recap the key insights. 1. Trauma rewires the brain, making it hard to feel safe or focused. 2. Trauma lives in the body, leading to physical and emotional symptoms. 3. Healing requires addressing both the body and the mind. 4. Body-based therapies like yoga, EMDR, and mindfulness are transformative. 5. Safe relationships and creative expression are vital tools for recovery. The book teaches us that while trauma is complex, healing is absolutely within reach when we embrace the right approaches. Now it's your turn. Which insight resonated most with you? Have you tried any of the therapies mentioned, or are you curious to explore them? Let me know in the comments below. If this video brought value to you, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more in-depth book summaries and tools for personal growth. And don't forget to share this video with someone who might need a reminder that healing is possible.